Okay, students, you would be thinking why these tests are called LM statistics or LM stat or LM test or Lagrange multiplier test. First, we saw the LM test with respect to joint significance of variables. Suppose we were testing x3, x4, and x5. Then we can run these steps and have this Lagrange multiplier test. Okay, then we saw White's test, Bruce-Pagan test of homoscedasticity or heteroscedasticity, in which we again test for LM equal to NR square. Okay, then we saw the White test, the simple version, and then White test in which rather than including these cross terms, we included only the fitted value of the y variable. Okay, but again the question is why this is called Lagrange multiplier test. In mathematics, we set the Lagrange for problem like this. Suppose we are minimizing or maximizing certain function subject to constraint, suppose like this. Okay, then we set the Lagrange. You may write like lambda in plus form, but eventually the idea is same. Then we see the first order conditions and so on, but let's not go towards that thing. At least try to understand the intuition behind why this is called Lagrange multiplier. Okay, I will not go into the details of the mathematics. Okay, that I can like make some separate video for that, but at least let's try to have some intuition behind that. Okay, so basically what we are doing in joint exclusion restriction, that is, suppose we were testing beta 4 equal to 0. Okay, in Lagrange this corresponds to this restriction or this constraint. In case of Bruce-Pagan test, we were testing for this corresponds to this constraint. So basically this Lagrange form of test is testing if these all are equal to 0, then this means these restrictions are not valid and our function is getting maximized or minimized. Okay, with respect to beta in case of these all betas, and deltas in case of this Lagrange multiplier test of heteroscedasticity. So basically due to these restrictions, which not I'm not going into the maths, but these go into this constraint form. That's why this is termed as Lagrange multiplier, because indirectly we are setting some Lagrange and try to maximize or minimize the function. Okay, thank you.